Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the past.
And will not go lightly.
We're going to go into the next leg of the journey on our evil run on Baldur's Gate. Okay, last we left off, we had just had... Oh, right. What's Eldoth doing dead? Forgot that one. Eldoth just died. Did we pick up his gear? We better make sure we did that. Does he have gear? Did we give him gear? Let's find out. Are those Eldoth's arrows? If they are, we probably picked... Nope. I'm going to assume we picked up his gear. Why wouldn't we have? Yeah, there's a bunch of poisoned arrows. We're probably fine. Let's keep going deeper. Deeper. That's an Utna reference. Don't get weird on me. Is there a reason for you being here? You had better have a good explanation for bothering me. We don't really need a reason. We're here to kill you. We'll see who will do the dying today. Yeah, well, I feel like this guy's days are numbered. Days aren't numbered, his moments are numbered. Anyway, I said we'd explore this section a bit further with the evil part. I don't really know if there's anything super amazing down here. I think there's a wizard. Y'all wizard, hey? Oh, some hobgoblins too, apparently. How's the party faring today? How are you guys faring today? Hopefully you were just kings of the world. If you're not, don't worry. I'm sure your time will come. Do we have a full inventory on everyone? I don't think we can pick up anything anymore. I think Faldorn is the only person. Alright, we got to draw the line. We got to draw the line. Even in the evil party, we've managed to accrue some amount of money. We're pitching anything that's silver. It's just not worth it. It is not worth it. You know what? And for that matter, the greenstone rings can go too. They are not worth that much. You know, for a second there, I was wondering why our archer was unarmored, and then I realized, of course, Chartil. Agni Mani necklace? I'm gonna assume that's valuable. I'm gonna hope that's valuable. What is this? What? We don't need this letter. Anyway, that's probably good for the time being, right? I didn't see any other silver gear that we had. Can we write some of those in our book? Ghoul Touch, a spell that you will never use. Let's actually look at the stats. 1d2 fist damage, of course, that's just the normal fist damage, and make a saving throw. Spell or be paralyzed for 5 rounds. It's not that paralyzing someone for 5 rounds is somehow a bad thing. Don't, like, you know, don't get me wrong. That's absolutely not a bad thing. It's just that when do you want your wizard to run into melee range and do an unarmed fist attack against something? I think that's really the issue. You have to successfully strike too, which means I'm assuming you're not getting any bonuses to hit, because you can't be proficient in your fists unless you're a monk. Now guys, tell me, is it possible to go out there and build a monk mage? Can you build a monk that is proficient in his fists, that casts all these worthless, crazy, shocking grasp and chill touch and all of that kind of stuff? Oh, well, Edwin has spell slots in level 1 apparently. Anyway, is that possible? To do a monk mage? Somebody tell me if you've done that before, because that just sounds amazing. To finally make use of the, anyway, we were supposed to write that in our book. Haste, we're gonna want to save on that one to make sure we get... This is the mage. We're gonna have to take this a mite bit seriously. Apparently she has no dialogue. I thought she was gonna talk to us, apparently not. No clue who Natasha is or why she's down here, but she is. Great time to use the insect spell. Magic missiles will pierce through the inevitable mirror image spell she's probably casting. Yep, there it is. Unfortunately, we have kind of a little bit of a traffic jam here due to Baldur casting right in the middle of the doorway. Kagan was the only one who made it in here, so we're going to have him take on the goblins, and unfortunately Luther and Chartiel will just have to stand and wait. Okay, Edwin successfully cast. We're going to wait for Baldur to finish. Can he sneak in there? No. Like, no one can get in there. Oh, no. We totally can. Anyway, Baldur finished her casting, so... And that's fine, because that allowed... Well, I thought it allowed the rigid thinking to only be targeted on Kagan, but apparently that is false, because once again, both our fighters are taken out of commission with the rigid thinking spell. But due to the insect swarm bothering Natasha, it's unlikely that she'll be able to successfully cast anything, making her danger kind of low. We're going to have everyone focus instead then on the Hobgoblin Elite. Drop more magic missiles, because we might as well. Okay, so you can see there, Natasha's taking constant damage, even though it only deals 1 HP, what is it, every second? Which isn't a whole lot to a fighter. But, let's get some stats here. Come on. Oh, there it is, at the bottom. Summon insects. It is 1 point of damage every 2 seconds, which isn't a lot to a fighter, but against a mage, it's certainly meaningful. You can see here, she just can't cast anything. It also eliminated all of her mirror images. I think this is probably just a fight that's over. That was an attempted Melf's Acid Arrow spell, I imagine, but again, was unable to be cast. Again, 50% casting failure, preventing the cast. And there we have it. A dead mage. Can never say that a druid has useless spells because of that one.
If it bleeds, nature is all.
At any rate, we do find a fair number of scrolls. Chartiel is not rigidly thinking, so we'll be able to open up these. Oh, they're not locked. We'll check them for traps just in case. Take a look at some of these scrolls. Poor Eldoth could make use of some of them. Old person, that can go to Edwin. Slow, I don't know if we'll ever use that, but I guess we have it now. You know, just to have it. Definitely want to teach Eldoth sleep. Alright, we're going to take a quick save because I don't feel like playing the dice game with the spells. Haste succeeded. We don't care too much about slow or hold person. It really was just so we got haste in the book. I guess we don't need charm person, that's fine. Certainly a valid level 1 spell, but not one that you need desperately. Kind of missing Melf's Acid Arrow in the level 2 slots, but we did get haste, which is nice. Flame Arrow, which we discussed is not viable in the early levels. Slow. I mean, slow is okay. It's kind of like super blind, right? Except it doesn't have the added benefit against the AI that they are actually blind, so they'll still move around and attack. But they'll move very slow, so you can outrun them and just pour down ranged attacks on them, assuming that they don't have a ranged attack of their own. The -4/-4 is pretty nice, too. -4 AC and -4 versus spell. Do they get a saving throw? Well, there is no saving throw on this. No, wait, saving throw negates right there. What does it save verse? I assume just spell. Save verse spell. Oh, it says it right there. Creatures save at -4 spell. I thought they received the penalty after coming under the effects of slow of having a -4 verse save. But -4 is... It's a penalty, right? I hate saving throws. Who cares? It's an interesting effect, but it pales in comparison to just chucking a fireball or casting haste on your entire party. In fact, we're going to get rid of one of those fireball spells, drop a haste in Edwin's book repertoire of memorized spells, because haste, I mean, there's a reason that half the mechanics of the game revolve around haste itself. Haste is, I don't know, haste is probably badly designed. The balancing factor, and of course this gets said all the time, the balancing factor of haste in actual AD&D was the fact that casting it aged the recipients 1 year. Not that big of a deal if you're an elf, but a huge deal if you're a hobbit or especially a human. Or an orc. Orcs have shorter lifespans than humans, I believe. I just realized I'm on autopilot. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. I guess there's just a lot of stuff. What did we pick up? Studded leather +1. Can't really do anything with that until we ID it.
Don't shut your trap before it gets you into trouble.
Wait, who is he talking to?
Watch your words when addressing me, lest they be fed to you on the end of my boot.
Apparently Edwin and Kagan don't like each other. I love it. Oh, who's this guy? What are you doing in my room? You're not supposed to be here. Well, no, we're not, but you didn't have to attack us. Kind of feel like maybe that wasn't the wisest choice.
And will not go lightly.
We'll have Luther take a peek into this other room here. Oh, hobgoblins, leave us alone. It's fine, Luther and Kagan can probably take out this lot themselves. Kagan. Kagan!
And will not go lightly.
Anyway, no traps were detected, so I guess we're free to
I'll do it.
take our pick of what's available. Fire Giant Strength Potion. What does that raise you to 19, I think? Let's take a look. Guys, kill the hobgoblin.
I love bloodshed.
What is it? 22. That's a far cry from 19. That is hefty. You probably get some wild Thaco and damage bonuses at that point. Never enough inventory slots. Don't know what those were. What was that? Potion of Mirror Eyes? Yeah. I guess this one is a potion of strength. Ew. 14. 14 sounds, or sorry, 18 sounds so incredibly low after looking at the fire giant strength potion.
If it bleeds, really?
And will not go lightly.
Chartiel will continue to scout out for traps.
And will not go lightly.
Luther apparently is going to garner the attention of yet another hobgoblin.
Forward march! Forward march! Spare no one!
Alright, no traps are here, probably. Likely.
Really?
Water Opal? Water Star. Has some useless weapons. Bloodstone Ring? Alright, let's make a actual pass at our inventory here. Everything is so cluttered. Okay, usable potions need to go in people's inventory. Let's group everyone up.
And will not go lightly.
Or sorry, not inventory. They need to go in people's quick slots if able. Fire Breath potion probably should not go to Chartiel. What is that, a potion of magic shielding? One bandit scalp. A singular bandit scalp. Is that even worth it at that point? Probably not. Why do we have 2 Morningstar +1s? What is this? Fire Shield Bread gives you resistant to fire. Dispel Magic. This one's pretty important, so we're going to take another quick save on it. Dispel Magic is kind of necessary against some of the game's bosses. Looks like we failed. What is the quick load? There we go. Looks good. We don't really care so much about Fire Shield. Why do we just have a regular scimitar? Oh, that's Eldoth's. Potion of Absorption. Guess the Fireball potions can go to, I don't know, Baldur. For reasons. Potion of Fortitude. What do we give Faldorn? I guess we'll give her the last stack of antidotes. No, that should be enough for now.
Men are pathetic. Okay.
Again, you disturb me, if I must.
Where is Kagan? Is this him? Yeah. Nope, nope, Edwin. We just wanted you to pick up the Necro Scroll.
Save your
Alright,
thanks.
last room here, and then we'll go back down into the depths of the mine itself.
I don't
Whoever you are, just... What are you doing in my room? You're not supposed to be here. Isn't that what the last
Thank
guy
God.
said?
That would, of course, be me.
Okay, that looked like a crit from Chartiel. It was.
I'll do it.
And we'll just start scooting the rest of the party
Mighty strength of Luther.
My actions are yours.
Nature.
through the hallway since they have a tendency to get bunched up on each other.
Save
All
will not
right,
go lightly.
we need someone to come back.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
She's a human, right? Yeah, so I guess the Ring of Infravision at least theoretically benefits her.
Okay.
Character is too far away. I don't think we need Splint Mail. That was Eldos and yeah, I just don't really think Splint Mail is the call.
Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Who did we give these to? Oh my goodness. There's too much. What the heck was that?
Save your and will not
That's
go
probably the
lightly. Thank God.
it was probably the gosh, what is he? The Ogre Mage. But I just don't know why he gave his soundbite there.
You shall die for your impudence.
Wait, what? I think Chartiel got split off from the party and accidentally walked down here in this hallway, and the Ogre Mage followed her out into the hallway. This was not what we wanted. No, that's not Chartiel, that's Faldorn. We're kind of in a bit of trouble here. Alright, so you have come to look at my handiwork. Rather impressive, ain't it? The guy to the left of me screamed quite a bit before he finally expired. So we're playing as Chartiel. You disgusting animal. Unlike the pathetic slave that you've tortured, we can fight back. Or no, wait, we're playing as Faldorn. Well, whatever, we'll choose the same thing. But we'll promptly have her run very far away. Okay, that was Confusion cast on Faldorn. Faldorn theoretically has a decent save for a spell, 14.
You want
What's
something?
Luther's? I think that's a good comparison. No, just the same.
Nature is... I will do that.
Anyway, Faldorn will rejoin the party with a story that no one is going to believe. I swear, guys, there was an Ogre Mage in the hallway. He laughed, he showed me the bodies he tortured and everything. Sure, Faldorn, sure. Whatever you say, Faldorn. Oh my gosh, why does everyone walk so slow?
Man is
It's the 2020,
nature's children, of course.
it's the 21st century impatience. Anything that takes more than 3 seconds long is too long.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Anyway, we should be unaccosted throughout the rest of our trip to the bottom level. Just kidding.
God rules this planet now, and his name is Luther.
Of course, at this point, as long as the fighters are in the front, hobgoblins will not be threatening in the slightest. Aside from the 5% crits, there really shouldn't be anything threatening.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, there's a couple traps down here we're gonna want to keep an eye out for. They summon Doom Horrors, or not Doom Horrors, Doomsayers? Battle Horrors? Something like that. The bunch of you better have a good reason for being here. Well, we don't. That's not too much of a problem, is it?
Thank God.
He doesn't even respond.
That would, of course, be me.
Anyway, a lone fighter with decent stats on his own, but 6 against 1, 5 against 1 isn't going to do him any favors.
A new god rules this planet now, and his name will not go lightly.
Seemed actually just like a regular guard with plate mail instead of the normal splint.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Baldur's got an empty inventory, so we'll have her scoot over here. Trap or locked?
If it bleeds free,
Why? Is this one locked?
you want.
Yes, they're all locked. They're all locked, Dave. Dave, they're all locked.
Man,
They're all locked, Dave. Red Dwarf, anyone?
I love bloodshed.
Maybe.
Really?
Save and will not go lightly.
Why did Eldot die? Alright.
And will not go lightly.
I swear, once we get back into town, we're gonna do a full run of everyone's inventory. Nope, don't go forward. I really don't want to fight the Doom Horrors, so we're just gonna
If it bleeds,
have Chartiel hopefully be able to detect the traps. What's her percentage? It's pretty high, 90%. Well, I don't think it actually represents 90%. It's more like just 90 points. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. No more battle horrors. Okay, same strategy as before. If you're coming off the good Let's Play, spoilers, we're just gonna drink the potion of magic blocking. Do we not have a potion of magic block? Why? Why is there? Oh, no, there it is. Okay, I was like, why is there always something in the evil playthrough that ruins everything? But no, it looks like we're gonna be fine. We have 2 of them, but we're only gonna use the 1. Now with the battle horrors aren't here, we should just be able to run right in here.
The stoic adventurers have found their way down to my lair.
Why have you come? Is it to steal my riches, or perhaps you seek to righteously punish me for my affront to your morality? It matters little, for you will do neither. Before I dispose of you in some horribly gruesome manner, perhaps I should introduce myself. I am known as Daveron. I would ask you for your names, but I care little to become acquainted with the dead. Joke's on him, because we're going to chug this super quick and be immune to both of those. What were they? Skull Trap? I'll never remember the new name. Does Faldorn have access to it? No. Only clerics do, right? Yeah. Well, whatever. The lightning trap spell. So anyway, Luther's immune to that. He's going to be immune to Daveron's spells for, what is it, 10 turns? 10 rounds. 5 rounds. Okay, that's a little less. 5 rounds isn't a lot of time, but it's enough time to... What the... What? Is that where Edwin just dies? We can't even... No, we gotta reload now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on? We take all these precautions and make sure everything's fine. Everything is not fine. I think that's the biggest reload we've had to do on camera, isn't it? Alright, well...
Thank God. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
We at least don't need to explain everything a second time, so we'll just run through it really quickly. Let's have Chartiel go around just unlocking things in the middle of this combat. And we'll have her detect the traps while we're at it. We see one of the lightning trap spells, but we really don't care about it. I guess we could disarm it for the EXP, but I'm kind of worried that Daveron might see her and come after her, so we'll just ignore it. Okay, let's try that again and put everyone out of the splash zone.
Will not go lightly.
Alright, round 2. When the collateral damage won't completely destroy the party.
Here goes nothing.
5 rounds on the magic potion, but as I was trying to say before it bounced around and killed the party. Wow, he hit himself with his own lightning bolt spell. Where did he go? Boots of speed would be nice, guys. Anyway, 5 rounds should be enough to withstand the brunt of his spells. I seem to have been hit with a fireball spell. I think I'm doing this incorrectly. I think the way you do it is you let the character... We're gonna need that second magic blocking potion. Anyway, you let the character auto-attack, because he should run, yeah, to where Deveron spawns. And eventually he'll run out of his fancy magics. We would hope. We might even be able to pull some of our ranged fighters in here. Unfortunately, that cylinder around him is going to protect him from normal arrows. There we go, get rid of some of his magic mirror images. Yeah, it looks like he's out of his big spells. The Ettercap is more dangerous than he is right now, so we'll focus on the Ettercap. That must have been monster summoning 3. Kind of hard to check while the battle's going on.
Thank God. That would, of course, be
And so, for a very high-level
Dealt a great blow to the
wizard,
organization
Deveron doesn't really
known
know
as
many
the Iron
spells.
Throne. A defeat that you are certain will not be ignored. Now you must travel to the great city of Baldur's Gate, where you are certain to find the truth behind the strange plot that plagues the citizens of the Sword Coast.
Fancy, Baldur's Gate. I love how they don't even give you like a
mighty strength of Luther.
A good reason. It's just like, okay, you've played the game long enough. You can go to Baldur's Gate now. Oh my goodness. Do we really need Larluck's Minor Drain? The answer is no. Probably don't even need that scimitar. I'm just so paranoid I'm not going to be able to find one. Another one when we go into town. We also really don't need Chill Touch. We're never going to use it. Mirror Image, on the other hand, we'll keep that for Eldoth, I suppose. Don't really need armor. It's probably good for now.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Men are pathetic. Really?
But yeah, a little disappointing we had to use that second potion. I think that was mostly my fault because I didn't let Luther just kind of autopilot towards where Deveron was going to pop up.
Name your price. Why? Name your price.
Is all.
Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Gosh, there's more stuff we gotta check.
Do that.
Where's Tensor's floating disc when you need one? Detect invisibility. Probably never use that. Apparently, Edwin even already knows it.
Save your and will not go lightly.
If it bleeds, okay.
Anyway, we're gonna want to be careful when we go into the southeast
I love bloodshed.
corner,
Thank God. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
since there's a giant slime monster. So here's this giant enemy slime. Hello, Stefan. You killed Deveron. Oh, please don't kill me. Please, please. I'm just his apprentice. I swear I don't know anything. Okay, I know a little, but I was only a student. Honest. I can help you. Yeah, I can give you information. Ask me something. Go on. Ask me anything. Who is Deveron's superior? Who really gives the orders around here? I don't know. I swear it. All I can say is that the regional leaders of the Iron Throne placed Deveron here. There are 3 of them, I think, but I don't know their names. Daveron was getting orders from someone else too. He complained about it a lot, but never said a name or anything to me, honest. The main building for the Iron Throne is in Baldur's Gate, somewhere in the southwest city, but I've never been there. I tell you true. Can I please go? You will die here for helping the Iron Throne. Oh, please, no. I've told you everything. I'm just a lackey, and I swear I'll be good from now on. Oh, please. I will not be persuaded. You will die. No, I must escape. Stefan, are you really escaping? No. The answer is no. Well, good news is we have one inventory slot available in the form of Sharteel's. Sorry, Faldorn's stuff. We can probably get rid of a lot of these letters. Daveron, as you have probably heard, the iron poison has begun to take effect around the coast, with the majority of iron imports being disrupted by Tazok. Almost all of it comes from the tainted source in Nashkel. The Scythilian uprising in Om has ensured that no forces from that nation will be able to take action against our mercenary forces. However, the Flaming Fist has caught several of the Black Talon mercenaries. All those captured have claimed allegiance with the Zentarum and have thus shifted away any suspicion from the Iron Throne. I have sent Tranzig to work with the mercenaries in transporting the iron to your base in Cloakwood. He has brought several bags of holding so that he and he alone will make trips into Cloakwood, thereby lessening the chance that Flaming Fist trackers might find your stronghold. Realtor. He sells a lot of houses. Anyway, we can get rid of that. So Tazok, that's that half-orc that we, or full-orc, or we're not really sure, that we beat up. Daveron, our plans go smoothly. Servok has arrived from our headquarters in Ordulin. He brings news from our superiors. They are pleased with our progress so far. I plan to place Servok as the commander of our mercenary forces in the region. He's already sent his subordinate, Tazok, to the Wood of Sharp Teeth to take command of the forces located there. Things go apace here in Baldur's Gate. We have placed our first agent among the ranks of the Seven Sun Trading Coaster. So we'll need to keep an eye out for the Seven Sun Trading Coaster because one of the members is compromised. Daveron, I have received your request for extra slaves. They will be sent here as soon as possible. Events go well in Baldur's Gate. We have purchased one of the Western Noble Estates to use as our base of operations. It is an ancient building, most likely constructed before the erection of the Second Wall. Its construction makes it very defensible against those who would thieve it. Remember to ask Yezlik if he enjoys his new accommodations. So, we need to go west, and we're looking for an old building in Baldur's Gate. For those of you who don't know, Baldur's Gate is structured into basically two sections. One where it was the original old Baldur's Gate, and there's a wall around that, and then they expanded and built a second wall. And so anything within the first wall is generally going to be older. Got Blur. Blur's a fun one. I believe it lowers your AC by 2. When Blur is cast, missile... Oh, it's only... Yeah, missile and melee attacks against the caster are made with a -3 penalty, which effectively is like lowering your AC by 3, but doesn't conflict... Blur's really nice because it doesn't conflict with base AC. So things that... For example, do we have him equipped with the... No, we don't have him equipped because they're not identified. Anyway... There are bracers that change your base AC, and because this doesn't interact with base AC, it doesn't conflict with those bracers and things like that. The wizard also gains a +1 to all their saving throws. Fun little spell. Protection from evil, not really that great. We're going to quick save for the Blur, right? No, of course not. Try that again. There we are. Protection from petrification, very... useful in very specific parts of the game, mostly when you go spoilers underneath Candlekeep. We toss Larlux Minor Drain. We don't need another one.
Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Ready to take a look at this chest? I think so.
Why? Name your price.
Is all.
Save your...
Okay,
Hey,
last
this
leg
is a
of
trusting
treasure
fellow.
should be down here in the corner. Gonna make sure we have proper party order before
Thank
going
God.
down here.
Hey, this is... and will not go lightly.
Steel.
Daveron apparently guards his treasure with a mustard jelly. Dangerous,
Does not seem to work
sort
either.
of. I don't know. It's more dangerous because of what we're seeing here. You need a +1 weapon to harm it, so we're going to swap everyone over to their +1 variants if they have one. If not, well, Actually, it does look like everyone has a +1 weapon of some kind, which is nice. I just don't like the fact that we're putting our wizards up front, but everyone's fine for now, right? Famous last words. Hard to even see what the jelly is attacking. I'm gonna assume it's one of our frontliners. Anyway, that's that, and Devron doesn't even bother to lock some of these chests. So confident is he that the mustard jelly will keep things away. We don't really need these bandit scalps. We'll go ahead and get rid of them. Key to the river plug. I suppose we could flood the mines. Horror. Horror. Get another horror there. Infravision is kind of laughable why it's in the game. I don't know. Why would you ever cast Infravision? It's a head scratcher. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one. Got it. Melf's Acid Arrow. Nice level 2 damage spell. Is that Dimension Door or Knock? Somebody has to have inventory slots. We just need these last...
Again, if I must.
These last few items and then we're finally free. We're free!
Thank God, and will not go lightly.
We'll go bring back Eldoth and tell him all the things that transpired in his slumber. During his slumber. Let's get out of these Cloakwood mines. I'm sick of being here.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther? Hey, this is a trusting fellow. Hey, this is a trusting.
And our exit is fairly or rather completely unobstructed. Let's go have some fun. Instead, though, I realized we forgot something.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
We'll give Faldorn her level while we're waiting. Let's see, I guess there were no decisions to make on the level up screen, but she does gain access to another level 3 spell. Strength of 1, is that even useful? Do we have anyone? No. Strength of 1, not really usable with this party. Most of us already have similar to 1875 strength or higher. Could go with rigid thinking. Yeah, why not? Or dispel magic. Let's go with dispel magic, that's probably better. Always handy to have a dispel magic spell on hand.
Save your
Always handy to have it on hand. Where did I come up with this stuff? Let's swap people back to their proper weapons. Do we really still not have proper +1 variants for pretty much everyone?
Not go lightly.
Me out of this.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we can't do this because we upset the mine. So what I was gonna do is flood the mine, but I was going to do it with all the miners still in it, and you get a reputation decrease for doing it because essentially you destroy the entire mines, the entire mine. But all the miners drown because you didn't ensure their escape.
This is a trusting fellow.
But because we upset the guy in front of the plug, we don't even have that as an option. So this key we have is completely useless. No need to even keep it. No need to keep the key. I know. It's hilarious, right?
Save your thanks.
And will not go lightly.
No, it's not. It's okay. It's alright. Sometimes, you know, sometimes Chezni just gets in moods. Anyway, a quick trip to the left. We'll see our freedom from this forest, hopefully forever. Probably get waylaid like 17 times on our way out, but that's fine. Where do we want to go? We need to go to Baldur's Gate, they're not kidding. We could go finally get Quile. I think that's what we do. I think we just go straight to Quile. We're gonna need to resurrect our dead friend though. Probably the fastest way to do that. We're gonna go to Beargos. We're gonna go to Beargos to offload all of our junk. Oh boy. Probably would have been safer to go the other way, but this was closer to the edge. And I don't trust there not to be web traps.
And will not go
Fantastic. We made it without any web trap encounters. Okay, so here's what we do. We go straight to feld posts. Now, what am I saying? I did this wrong. We were supposed to immediately exit the Beargost map and go straight to the temple. Ensuring, of course, that we arrive on the west edge of the temple map instead of the north. So that way our trip here inside the temple is quick. Then we'll go to feld posts and sleep off our battle wounds. Hello.
Who
Get in
can
there.
resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Don't touch me. I'm super important.
Wait, what? What is he talking about a reward? Oh my goodness, that's right. We killed all those wyverns. If you take one of their heads and bring it to... What is this guy's name? Keldath? He'll give you a reward. I didn't have the foresight to take one of those heads with us. Guess we missed out on that. Oh, thank goodness, a walking pack mule.
Save your thanks.
Man, I'll do it.
No, Eldoth is... Out of all the bards, Eldoth is the least of my worries.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Better than that
All
two-timing
nature's children must rest some.
girlfriend hitting on guy in Baldur's Gate 2. I don't even remember what his name is. The spinster or whatever. It's like a weird jester class, or not jester class. It's a weird bard class where you get like defensive and offensive spins. It's like they took the bard class and said, well, what if we made it even crazier? It's probably a good class if you learn how to play it.
Save your thanks. Thank God.
Yeah.
Save your
Oh,
thanks.
come on,
Thank
guys.
God.
Walk soon. Walk
That
quicker.
would, of course, be me. Thank God. Save your thanks. Thank God. And will not go lightly.
Anyway, this should put a fair amount of coin in our coffers, allowing us to finally be comfortable within the realm of the evil
Who can resist the
playthrough.
mighty strength of Luther?
We might even be able to go down to Nashkel and pick up a...
Tonight you dream of blood. Not
Large
of blood
shield
on the
plus
blade
one.
or the blood on your hands, but an ichor that runs as a torrent through the realms. A flood that pours across the fields and forests. An ocean that floats you to the world's edge and threatens to cascade off into the void. This blood seems a frightening thing, a massive force that sweeps away all resistance. As a whole, it is a monster and it cannot be stopped. Were it to be viewed from on high, it would seem to cover the entire world in its red-black embrace. You, however, do not have such a lofty perch. From within the deluge, you can see it does not move as one, but is filled with currents, eddies, and undertows. Pockets of calm afford breathing space, whilst violent whirlpools threaten to rend limb from limb. Ultimately, it seems undirected, mindless, and meandering. You may be caught within, but there are still options open, still choices to be made. The tide presses on, but you press back. Let the blood rage as it will. You are in control of what is yours, and that is all you can ask.
That seems far less impressive than the good one. In the good one, you get dunked under because the tide doesn't like you enjoying the ride. But in this one, you almost seem desperate in the dream sequence. Oh well. Time to sell all of the gems that we have been carrying around forever. Did I really hold on to that Jasper gem when it was only worth 17? If I ever bother to commit the gems to memory, I'd toss a lot of these. Like the Zircon gem at 22 probably isn't worth it. I'd say anything 39 gold and less probably just isn't worth carrying around. Like, this seems impressive because we have 4 of these agate gems, but 20 gold? Eh. Wasn't worth all that inventory frustration. These, on the other hand, are worth it. Moonstone gem. Moonbar gem, on the other hand. Very nice. A lot of this, though, was just Eldoth's junk, I think. Probably. And all the unidentified stuff. Did we find an identification scroll? Did we find one? No, because everything hates us.
Save your thanks.
I'm kind of tempted to go straight to High Hedge.
Stop dipping into me own ale.
Wait, Eldoth can't wear plate? Oh, bards can't do plate. I didn't realize that. Oh, and this is Chartiel's anyway. Okay, so what? Chainmail +1 is probably the right way to do it. Maybe this leather armor. Let's go to High Hedge and... No, we're gonna pick up Quile. We don't need identification. We've made it this far without it. We don't need it now. Okay, knock. Knock, not really needed, so let's throw that in there. Anyway, all unidentified things will go into the hands of Eldoth, who will at least maintain our unidentified things or identify them. Is that a full plate +1? That's what it looks like. That might be usable. Alright, Eldoth, you got 2 shots here. Anything we want to sell, we'll just go to Faldorn. Shield, really not worth it, but what else are you going to do with it other than give it to Eldoth to write in the old book? Ghoul Touch, we already went over why that's a silly spell. Unless the world of monk mages exists. Because then I think it would be a fantastic spell. Arrows. Arrows, we'll just give Chartiel our arrows.
What is it now?
You're so dumb.
Okay, Traveler's Robe is a good one for Chartiel, maybe? Or, what am I saying? I keep getting Faldorn and Chartiel mixed up. No, because for some reason I'm laboring under the impression that Faldorn is in fact a mage when she is a druid and fully capable of wearing leather armor. She just can't do metal, right? So we couldn't like give her this the chainmail. Yeah. So basically we just kept these mage robes around to sell them. Which isn't a terrible idea, because check this out. We carried around all those gems that were worth like 20 gold. These mage robes, look at that, worth 150, 300, 300. Which is more than most of those gems. Oh, I'm also surprised that he was able to ID the Boots of Speed. We'll go ahead and give those to Luther. Boots of Speed just double your movement speed, but nothing else. Very handy just for exploring parts of the map, moving around, triggering NPC events, that kind of stuff. Anyway, we'll continue to pile on these unidentified things to Eldoth. Probably can't ID the Tome of Leadership, that would be my guess. Still can't ID that armor. Or the scimitar that he could very much use. He could see Felorian's plates? Why is it called Felorian's... Florin. Well, whatever. It's full plate +1. That's all we care about. Worse than the Ankeg armor, but better than full plate, right? I mean, that would make sense. Unless this counts as half plate. Ah, it counts as half plate? Armor class of 2. Armor class of 1. Wait, what is this? So there's a 2-point difference between half plate and full plate? There has to be, otherwise this doesn't make sense. Because it's, even though it's a +1 variance, it's still worse than... Well, whatever, I guess we'll just sell it. Potion of Strength at 18, not really worth it, so we'll go ahead and sell that. Cold Resistance, I don't think we need that. Potion of Explosions, always fun. Somebody needs to have this. Our Thief, we'll give it to the Thief. Okay, so these are those bracers we were discussing earlier. Bracers to the death. They used to just be called bracers of AC +6, which is admittedly a much duller name. Edwin now has 6 AC. Never a bad thing. Put Eldolf's bow back in his hands. Oh my goodness, who should carry around the healing potions? Who should just be, in general, the potion holder? I guess that should probably be Faldorn's job. Potion of Power. Heroism, very nice. Fortitude. Fortitude is questionable, we'll just sell that. 21 Strength, seems good. Poisoned arrows have to go to Eldolf. Darts of Wounding. No one in our party uses darts. These are very nice darts, though. If you use darts, Darts of Wounding. Poison for 20 points of damage in 20 seconds. It's probably what the Ettercap poison is, or very close. Let's compare it to Eldolf's arrows,
That would of course be me.
which is 2 damage for 40 seconds. Wait. But isn't that like the same? 1 damage for every 2 seconds. So the same amount of damage, just twice as slow. Or, wait. How can something be... It's half the speed. Is it correct to say something's twice as slow? I mean, mathematically, is that accurate? Twice as slow. I should probably just shut up. The old scimitar going back into the hands of Eldolf. We so badly needed this. Wow, look at that. We were carrying around a longbow the entire time. We didn't need to. Could have just used this. Chartiel uses short bows. Can she use? She technically could use a longbow. Our longbow is better? Probably. Thaco +1 versus no Thaco +1. Abilities? Oh. That's weird. I guess we'll just give her the longbow for now, unless she's not proficient in it. Longbow. Well, she has 2 points in short. 2 points in short bow. Which means she's going to get +2 AC. Or plus Thaco. Compared to this, where she also gets +2 Thaco. You get a damage bonus for being proficient? I don't know. It weighs less. We'll go with that. It weighs less. Larel's Tear Necklace, which is worth a small fortune. We're getting there. Hang in there, guys. We're getting there. Shocking Grasp, no big loss there. We really aren't concerned about keeping that. We're gonna get rid of the Potion of Absorption. There's... I don't know. It makes you immune to Lightning Bolt. That's probably the big one. I guess we'll keep it. Faldorn can carry it. Potion of Clarity. We really should be using that one. All 3 of these we want Luther to have. Definitely gonna teach Eldoth sleep. And mirror image. Okay, I think might be ready to do some of our last rounds of selling things. We'll keep these potions. My goodness, how many potions of fortitude did we have? One last clean up look here. Oh, we forgot these mage robes. I know how much you all like the tavern music, so I just thought I'd keep it on loop for the time being. Okay. I think that's it. Let's make sure we have a proper upkeep of our spells that we want. We don't really want Magic Missile from Eldoth. Sleep it will be. But he should cast it, because it's dependent on the level of the caster. Never mind. We probably do want Magic Missile then. Because Edwin's got sleep covered here. So many Magic Missile spells. We really should take a blindness spell. Maybe even a second one. But then again, being able to just shoot endless magic missiles is probably not a terrible thing either. Could go for horror or mirror image. Both are okay. The real issue is that Eldoth really can't cast these unless he takes off his armor, and I don't know if we're going to have too many situations where we even want him to. So it probably is irrelevant no matter what.
Save your thanks.
Yeah, I think we're good. Alright.
And will not go
Let's sleep. Head over to Taram's.
This is a trust.
And I think we've got enough time to pick up
will not go lightly.
Quile, maybe. Oop, we changed our party formation.
Save your thanks.
Where's the rest of the party? Guys. There's more gold!
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Okay.
Go lightly.
I can make whatever you wish for.
Wait, what is he talking about? Aye, Luther of Gladstone, there you are. We found a way to counteract the contaminant, and I've tested it out on my stock. Once we're certain it works, I'll send the results down to Nashkel. But in the meantime, go ahead and take a look at what I've got. I think you'll find it a bit better than it was before. Now, he's talking about the quality iron that he has down here. We could have had access to that a long time ago. There's really no need now, though. Because we're looking to gain +1 variance. Sheesh! Being evil does not pay. Look at that price hike. 6,000 gold. Good gravy. For a large shield +1. That's nuts. Crime does not pay, guys. Crime does not pay. We really want this crossbow for Luther. Where is it? The something scythe. Here we go. The army. Oh my goodness! Look at these prices. These are not fire sale prices. This 31,000 gold for the shadow armor +3. 24,000 for the army scythe. How much do we have? 19,000. We can't even afford any of these. Not like I can blame him. We're pretty much an axe murderer. What's our reputation? Like 3, right? It's like impossible to find anything quickly here. Here we go. Yeah, reputation at 3. I think it would actually be cheaper.
Crowd so close. It is bad enough I must walk with you chimps.
I think it would actually be cheaper to go. Oh, apparently Eldoth and Edwin don't like each other. Big surprise there. It would be cheaper to go to a temple and bribe the temple to put out the good word for us. Bribe. Or sorry, not bribe. Donation. Which is effectively a bribe. I guess we can't really... I was hoping we would be able to pick up some +1 variants here. Barul's Retort? The only thing Dwarven warriors love more than a cool pint of ale is a short-hafted blade of cold steel. So, their throwing axes +1. But there's only 20 of them. Oh, 20 sets of 5. Why limit the throwing axes? I don't understand. We could get a mace +1. We really just need a bastard sword +1. Shortbow +1. +1 damage on Chartiel's arrows. Probably not worth it. Or at least not worth it at that price. This, the sling +1. We definitely want this. Considering how many sling users we have. 300 gold is certainly something we can afford. Longsword +1. Come on, where's the bastard swords? Are you kidding me? Wait, doesn't Luther have a magic bastard sword? No. We don't, for some crazy reason. We just have no +1. Oh. That's right, because that's a longsword. Don't worry though, guys. Edwin's got a quarterstaff +2, so we're golden. Let's get out of here. Luther seems happy about it, at least. Okay, I don't think we have time to pick up Quile. It's fine. We'll get him in the next one. We are going to drop by High Hedge, though, and ensure
This is a trusting
that
fellow.
we at least have identification scrolls by the time we pick Quile up. Does Quile start? It's Quile. Quile, right? Not Quile. Quile. It's like a weird way to say it. What? Quile, then? Kyvan. Kyvan, I feel bad. We didn't pick up Kyvan on either of our playthroughs this time. He's a solid trooper. I believe Kyvan was on the team that I first beat Baldur's Gate with. He's a solid ranger. Your Minsk alternative, if you will.
Save your... Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Come on, buddy, just give us the identification scrolls. Give us the... You have so much magic stuff. Like, so much. Do you have any bastard swords +1? This guy has all the best stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Who wouldn't? What is that? The Claw of Khazgaroth? We don't have time for this. We're here. Focus, Chezni. Focus. We're here for a scroll of identification, and that's it. Give us that scroll. Give us that scroll. Cool. Alright, we're out of here.
That would, of course, be me.
Alright, guys. So in the next one, we will finally pick up the closest thing we have in the game to an evil healer, now that Viconia has decided to abandon us forever. And now that we've determined that Faldorn is in fact... Oh gosh, we need arrows. Faldorn is in fact not evil, although arguably I feel like she should be. But the whole neutral druid thing prevents her from being that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, right? We might maybe cement the party? We're gonna have to figure out what to do with Ski when we finish Eldoth's plot or whatever, but... Oh well. Hey, Eldoth, don't sing. No one wants you to sing. Anyway, guys, thanks for dropping by again. As always, I love recording and couldn't do it without you. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
I like it here.